welcome back to my channel. I have a very exciting video for you today. I've actually finally learned how to make my parents' pancit, which they call Pancit Malabon. There's so many ways you can say pancit. This is what they call it. It's also known as Pancit Malabon, which I guess is the same thing. So it's a thick rice noodle with this orange type color sauce, which is so good, and I'm going to show you how to make it.
Alright, so I'm going to use chicken thighs, and these came from Island Pacific, who has generously provided all the ingredients for this recipe. So thank you, Island Pacific. So all I'm going to do is remove the skin, and then once it's ready, I'm going to add it to my Instapot. So I'm going to add it in there and put about 3 to 4 cups of water and then some pepper, and then I'm just going to set it. Put the top on, and then I'm going to set it to 10 minutes on high pressure cook. Next, I'm going to make the annato oil. So I'm going to use about 1.5 cups of oil. Here I'm using avocado oil, but you can use any oil you have. And I'm going to use about 1.5 packets of annato powder. So this is what gives it that vibrant orange color for the pancit. So here I'm just putting another packet, and then I'm going to mix it all together, and you want to bring it to a slight boil. Then once the chicken is done, you're going to cut it up. So I'm taking it out of the Instapot from the broth, and then I'm just going to cut it up into chunks. Here I'm just deboning as much as I can, so I'm taking all of the chicken. So once that's done, I'm putting it back into the broth, and then I'm going to add the oil into the broth. So I'm mixing the two mixtures together. So this will be your sauce. And then you're just going to mix it together. And then here I'm taking the rice noodles. I'm using the Lug Lug noodles and just going to soak it for about 30 minutes. And here I'm just using some green onions from my garden. So I was excited to use that. So I'm just going to cut up some green onions, and then I'm going to wash it and then slice it all up like so. So here, and then I took cabbage and just slicing it up. I thinly slice it and then cut it into small pieces. And then I'm going to just put it off to the side. So here I'm just getting all the toppings ready. So I'm cutting up. Next is the celery. I don't like celery, so I'm not going to put that much, but the celery gives it a good crunch. So you can put as much or as little as you want. You're just going to slice it into small pieces, like so. And then here, just hard-boiled eggs. And then here I'm taking chicharron and just pounding it so it's in that fine ground texture, like so. So now is the fun part. You get to mix all of the ingredients that you chopped up and cook. So I am going to layer the noodles first, and then the sauce, and then I'm going to add tinapa flakes, so this gives it that salty flavor, and then eggs, and then the celery, and then the cabbage you chopped up, and then the chicharron and green onions. So you're just basically going to add all the ingredients. So this is the calamansi that I have. So you're going to just add all the ingredients and taste the flavor. So I'm putting a little bit at a time, as you can see, because you don't want it to be either too salty or not enough flavor. So I rather put it in increments and keep tasting it. That is fried garlic that I had already made. So I just slowly keep adding ingredients until I'm satisfied with the flavor. So just keep adding, and keep adding. And here's the finished product. All that mixing and all that chopping turned into this Pancit Malabon or Pancit Malabon.
key is to prep it ahead of time. You should chop everything ahead of time, and honestly, I made the sauce the night before, and then I chopped everything in the morning, and then I mixed everything after once the noodles were ready after it's soaked. So that's my big tip on this recipe. If you have checked out the website, we're launching our membership, and June, since I'm launching a new membership, we are celebrating. So the month of June is a theme of celebration. So I will show you what different types of celebrations Filipinos do and some traditions, as well as I'm going to find a day to sit down and maybe do a live stream of how to do step by step and answer your questions of how to make this pancit recipe. So check out the website or comment below if you have any questions. I'm excited for you guys to make this. If you don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and see you in the next video. Bye!